All right, you guys, we got another 3 for 30 on the channel. So this one comes from Lynn, man. She says, my first reaction is based on your response to Shinedown, which we haven't covered since middle of June. Say they're a very talented group of guys who are also very down to earth and humble. This is an early song of theirs called 45. Next is a duet from Yebba and Clark Beckham. I don't know who that is. And it's their cover of Gravity. They Will Take You to Church. probably saw that Carrie Underwood reaction based off that. Said, finally, you have done the Alter Bridge song, and I really enjoyed them. Miles Kennedy is the lead singer of Mark Tremonti guitars and backing vocals. This is Blackbird. And it says, hope you enjoy this. Take care, Lynn. Okay, so we got them three on the ones and twos. Okay, we got them three. And for those of you who are kind of unsure about how this goes, I record these separately, but at the same time, this is just a part of the journey of the channel. This is what you guys contribute to. So you guys are really helping me educate myself on these bands, but also inspiring me, you know what I mean? And always giving me an opportunity to experience something new on this channel. And I just want to say thank you. And but that being said, shout out to Lynn. If you want to view these, Lynn, before it comes out, I'm going to be putting these on the members tab on the channel. And you can do that for what I think Welcome Center is $3.99 a month. So yeah. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check out Shine 45. Let's get it.
The song.
I hope this don't get blocked. I hate putting
45
filters over this stuff. Oh, let me take TC's tapes down.
Now, when this song came out, there was a little bit of controversy that surrounded it. A lot of people had different opinions about it. Most people, when they heard the song or when they hear the song, they believe that the 45 is a gun, but it's not. You see, the 45 in the song is actually a metaphor for the world and everything that it is going to hand you and ultimately everything that it is going to take away. When I was 15 years old, I had a very dear friend of mine. He's still my friend to this day. And he had a family member, a cousin.
45. What symbolism of the word 45? Of the number 45? Are we getting into numerology a little bit? 45 is half of 90 degrees, by the way.
And ultimately everything that it is going to take away. When I was 15 years old, I had a very dear friend of mine. He's still my friend to this day. And he had a family member, a cousin. And this young man had a wonderful sense of humor. He was very comedic. He could take a negative situation, walk into it, and you forgot what you were mad about because you were laughing too hard. The only problem was he had probably the lowest self-esteem of anyone I've ever met. He didn't really feel like he was worth all that much. And one day, on Christmas Day actually, my friend went over to his cousin's house because they were getting ready to have a huge, family dinner. They had a big, big family, and they only lived 2 houses down from one another. So he goes to the house, goes in the living room, because that's usually where his bro was. He was either playing video games or watching TV or just hanging out. But today, he was in his room. So my friend goes to his room, goes to open up the door, but the door's locked. And he's like, yo, hey, let's go. Everybody's waiting on you. And then there was silence. And what happened next was he goes, hey, come on. It's time to go. Everyone's waiting on you.
Don't tell me he killed himself.
Silence. And then a voice from the other side of the door. And he said, I can't do it.
He telling a good story, though. I ain't gonna front.
I don't know how to move on. And I have no direction, and I don't know where to turn.
I think everybody knows a situation like this.
Frustration would be an understatement.
Low self-worth. I know exactly how that feel.
A few more seconds went by, and before my friend could say anything, bang! And then time stood still. And then a few more seconds went by, few more. And all of a sudden, a sound came from the other side of the door again. And it was movement. And it was almost as if objects that had been stacked up were being taken down. And furniture that had been put in the wrong place was being raked across a hardwood floor. And then all of a sudden, the doorknob, it twitched. And my friend, who at this point has fallen to the ground.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
He stands up, and the door opens. And there was his friend, and there was his cousin, with the most desperate look on his face. And he stared at him, and he said, "Look at me. I couldn't even do this. I couldn't even finish this." And then he said, "Help me understand what I'm supposed to do and who I am, because I am completely lost." And my friend, he took both of his hands and he placed them on his hands. And he looked at him in the eyes and he said, "You have not even begun to scratch the surface of how important your life means to not only me, our friends, and our family, but your life, which is a gift for the world that is waiting for you." And then he said something that I will never forget, and it stays and it rings in my mind every day that I'm here. He looked at him one last time for the day that was and said, "The will to live will always outweigh the ability to die."
Truth be told, man, truth be told, I was kind of at that point when I was, what was that, 11 years old? Barely anybody knows about this, but I had almost did the same thing. And I was at a low point where I was feeling rejected. And I was feeling alone in school and nobody really understood me. My self-worth was real low. And I remember I was sitting in my room and I remember there was a video game, Final Fantasy Tactics or something that I was playing. The music was kind of loud. And I had the object that I was using and I had it pointed towards me. So here's the handle. And I had it pointed towards me and I was getting ready to thrust. And something, I don't know, divine said something like, "Everybody's gonna miss you. Everybody's gonna miss you. Don't do this." And it almost felt like I was talking to myself from the future. And it was like, "Don't do this. Everybody's gonna miss you. Don't cower out. Keep going. I got something better for you." And I remember that, and I overcame that by myself. And I said to myself, I will never ever take the coward's way out. And it was almost like a covenant that I made with myself. You know what I mean? And this story reminds me of that point in my life where I really was gonna cut it short because I didn't feel good about myself. All my friends tried to help me fit in, and I just kind of made that conscious decision that I'm gonna leave. But something told me, don't. And it sparked a flame in me that still burns to this day. So, yeah, let's get this music started.
And said, "The will to live will always outweigh the ability to die." And just so you know, if you want to know where this young man is today, he has an absolutely beautiful family, he is beyond successful, and he survived, and he's happy. This song is called 45.
I relate to that guy a lot.
Send away for a priceless gift. One night subtle, one night on the list. And send away for a perfect world. One night simply.
I love that purple backdrop though. That's my favorite color.
Of doing what you're told. Keep these feelings, no one knows. Whatever happened to the young man's heart? Was swallowed by pain as he slowly fell apart. And I'm staring down the barrel of a 45. I'm swimming through the
Staring down the barrel of a 45. I completely missed that. So the kid from the story used the 45 caliber, right? Okay.
barrel of a 45. I'm swimming through the ashes of another life. There's no real reason to accept the way things have changed. Staring down the barrel of a 45.
He has an incredible voice, but that man here, he can sing and he can cover any song, in my opinion.
Send a message to the unborn child to keep your eyes open for a while. In a box high up on the shelf, left for you, no one else. There's a piece of a puzzle known as a life. It's wrapped in guilt and sealed up tight. So whatever happened to the young man's heart? It's swallowed by pain as he slowly fell apart. And I'm staring down the barrel of a 45. I'm swimming through the
staring down the barrel of a 45, looking down the ashes of another life, staring down the ashes. Oh look. Swimming through the ashes of another life. Huh. That's incredible. That's incredibly poetic to me because he's swimming down the ashes of another life. I wonder what that means. Is that ashes, ashes, dust to dust? That means you're dead. Staring. Yeah, I could kind of see that. I could kind of see that. I'm thinking that's going in more of the realm of your life flashing before your eyes, I think.
I'm swimming through the ashes of another life. There's no real reason to accept the way things have changed. Staring down the barrel of a 45. 'Cause everyone's pointing their fingers and they're always condemning me. There's ain't nobody that knows what
Beautiful track, man. Beautiful track.
I'm staring down a 'Cause I'm staring down a 45. Staring.
They dim the lights down, change the background color. I like that little small. It's a little small detail that add to the ambience of a song.
Down a 45, 'cause I'm staring down a 45. But I'm still alive. But I'm still alive.
Dude, incredible song. Incredible song. I believe context in the song means everything. Why the song was made, why it was written, how it's designed by sound. And I think sonically this song goes perfectly with what happened in that story. The story of someone that's downtrodden in their self-worth and the triumph that they live in right now. So you can hear that from the different vantage points of all the instruments and even inside of the lyrics, man. And like it makes so much sense. You know what I'm saying? Even with the story that I told you, like I want to write a song about that. And I'm just so nervous about doing that because it's so personal to me. You know what I mean? So it needs the right mood. You know what I mean? So this song was incredible, Lynn. Thank you for sharing this with me. And make sure you catch us at the second and third reaction request that Lynn has. And with that being said, catch you guys at another one. Peace.